What's up, everybody? My name is Nathan McCurtain, and I'm here today with your E3 2015 predictions, and today we're going to be talking about the Microsoft press conference. I'll be going through 3 normal predictions. I'll be doing a 4th prediction, which is a please do not do this. I know you're gonna, but please don't. And 5th, please do this. I really hope they do. It's going to be too optimistic, but please. Now, running through to the first prediction, you're going to hear a lot about Halo 5. The Xbox One is a great system. It has some really good games, but it's been behind in sales against the PlayStation 4. They're going to bring out their biggest gun, and they're going to bring it out hard this conference, and that's got to be Halo 5. They're going to come out with a release date, but more importantly, they're going to come out with a couple of different betas. Maybe even a beta that starts out during the E3 press conference. Now, 343 has a lot to live up to. A lot of people liked Halo 4, was not my favorite game. I know a lot of people, majority of people weren't huge fans of its online. Now, Master Chief Collection comes out, it's still broken months after release. 343's got a lot to prove. I've heard a lot of good things about their beta for Halo 5 so far, but I think just to be sure of themselves, just to make sure that everything's airtight, they're going to do another beta, at least one more prior to release. If the game comes out in fall, expect this beta to come out maybe late July, early August. But either way, I think we're going to get Halo 5 this year. And you know what? Even though Halo 4 wasn't my favorite, I am a sucker for a muscular man in a large green suit of armor. And I'm going to love it. Let's move on to prediction 2. You're going to get a Gears of War game this year. Gears of War has been pretty silent. The last game they put out wasn't a big hit with fans, but it still is one of Microsoft's biggest franchises, and if Microsoft does anything, it's really put home those franchises. They've been running them for a long time. They've been successful for them for a long time. Expect a new Gears of War. I don't think you should expect Gears of War 4. I think you should probably expect Gears of War with a catchy little name at the end. I think it'll probably be a reboot. I don't think it'll be a continuation of the main story. I'm sure it'll still be fun. I'm sure you will still take a chainsaw to something's face, which is basically the main point of that game. But I don't think you'll see it this year. Maybe next year. Now let's move on to prediction number 3. We've already had Crackdown teased to us. I loved the first Crackdown. Didn't love the second Crackdown. But I think Crackdown 3, I mean, let's be honest, guys. Phil Spencer, he knows what he's doing. He took over Microsoft. He took over Xbox, and he's been doing a great job with it. And he's promised some really great new games, some old IPs returning. He's promised new IPs. We already know Crackdown's gonna be one of those games that's returning, and I think it's gonna be great. I think he's gonna give them as much time as they need to make it. Also, him wearing a Battletoads shirt is not a coincidence. He is going to bring that game back. It might have already been teased. It might just be his shirt. But Battletoads, I think that one's a done deal. Let's move on to 4th prediction, which is something they're going to do, but I don't want them to. They're going to talk about Call of Duty. They're going to talk about Call of Duty way too much. Now, I was a big Call of Duty fan for a long time. But the series, to me, in a lot of ways, has worn out its welcome a bit. They've got 3 studios making this series. It's on a 3-year cycle, which means I think the games will be of higher quality than they were for the last couple of years. But at the same time, Microsoft takes too much of their time to talk about it. I know that Call of Duty placed 2 games on the top 10 sales for last year. They had not Modern Warfare. What was their new one? Advanced Warfare. They had Advanced Warfare at number 1. They had Black Ops 2 at like number 8. It's a really high-selling game. They're going to keep up that partnership. They're going to talk about it a lot. I'm of the opinion that Call of Duty should become its very own platform, that the online should be continuous from game to game. You buy the new game, you get a new story, and you get all the updates for the online, but don't make me keep rebuying the same online. It's just not great. But, you know, it makes them money, and that's what they're about, so they're going to do it. 5th prediction, Very optimistic. I hope it's not that optimistic to ask for, but it's been a while since Microsoft has kind of done a lot of new IPs. I would like new IPs. They've been running through Gears of War, Halo, and Fable for a really long time. And you know, I like those series. I love Gears of War, I love Halo, I liked the first Fable, and I want them to move on to some new things. They have some great studios. I want them to bring me new IPs, I want them to bring me a lot of new IPs, and I want them to be awesome. And a little quick ending note, sneaking in a sixth prediction, they're going to talk about Minecraft a lot. They spent upwards of $2 billion on purchasing Mojang. They're going to talk about Minecraft so much. Whether that's with their HoloLens, or whether it's everyone who gets Windows 10 gets a free copy of Minecraft. I don't think it's going to be Minecraft 2, at least not yet, but there will be so much Minecraft. It'll be everywhere. But that's the game. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. Good night.